Hey, Precious, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Welcome to the Raptors, if not Toronto
Thank
yet.
you.
Just want to ask you a little bit about your game, and what do you think your special skill is? What do you think um, you have that could distinguish you as an NBA player?
Winning. Um, just the winning mentality, doing whatever it takes to win basketball games. Rebounding, guarding in multiple positions, um, creating offense for my teammates with screens, pick and rolls, passing the ball, just whatever it takes to win basketball game, getting loose balls. For me, it's all about winning.
And as a follow up, you played for Nigeria this summer, and um, I guess your first taste of international basketball. What do you think you took away from that experience that might translate into your second season in the NBA?
I think it was a great experience, being able to play a different type of basketball, different certain rules, different type of play style. I just think the physicality of the game was good, and I was able to learn a lot from that, and also at that level, it really teaches you how much every possession counts, and because it's less time, and you have to make every play the right play, or that could cost you the game, and I was able to just learn from that and being able to value every single possession that we had.
Appreciate it, Precious. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Next, we'll go to Josh Lewinberg from TSN.
Hey, Precious. Welcome to the Raptors.
Hey.
Um, have you had a chance to talk to Nick Nurse and any of the coaches yet about what they sort of envision your role being on this team?
Um, I mean, that's up to the coaches. Like I said before, I'm a winning basketball player. And I believe this organization wants to win and winning culture, and that's what I'm about. And I'm here to do whatever it takes to win basketball games, and whatever that role is, towards winning, I'm ready to embrace
I
it.
know basketball has become more and more positionless over the years, but do you see yourself as more of a five or more of a four, or does the kind of optimal position thing even matter to you?
It doesn't matter. Like you said, it becomes positionless at this level, especially as the years go on. So at this level, I believe it's all about matchups and exploiting the defense and just being able to manipulate the defense and see what's best for you as an offensive team and just being able to exploit that and give yourself the advantage.
Great. Thanks, Precious. Good luck in Summer League.
Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. Let's go to Eric Koreen next from The Athletic.
Hey, Precious. Welcome to the Raptors.
Thank you.
What did you learn most in Miami last year? And I was wondering if you see any similarities to sort of the defensive styles between the two teams.
Yeah, both teams are very defensive minded, big on defense, playing big, playing athletic, being disruptive on the ball and all that kind of stuff. So the style on the defensive side of the ball game is pretty much the same. Being able to switchability, guard multiple positions, extra effort, rebound, finish possessions on the defensive side. There's a lot of similarities between both teams.
And where do you see the most potential growth in your game, or maybe something that's already happened this summer that you can feel coming along?
Just the feel for my game, the feel for this level, just having a year under my belt, being able to just see the game differently. The game slowed down, I believe, and that's a part of my game that I think I've seen improvement on.
Thanks, Precious. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. Just before we go to our final question, I'll remind everybody that if you do have a question for Precious, please go ahead and raise your hands. And we'll go to Doug Smith now from the Toronto Star.
Precious, thanks very much for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
We've heard often Masai Ujiri talk about opportunities for young Nigerian and African players, more courts, more coaching. I just wonder if you have any experience with either his Giants of Africa or Basketball Without Borders, and how that may have helped you in developing your game.
Excuse me, can you say that again?
Yeah, we've heard Masai Ujiri talk often about increased opportunities for young Nigerian players, more
Yeah.
courts, more coaching. Did you have any experience with that? And what was it like growing up as obviously a special basketball talent in that country?
I think it's a big thing, and I think he is correct in terms of expanding basketball in the continent of Africa. I think the talent is there. It's just the opportunities is not as many as it is on this side, on this side of the world. But the talent is definitely there. It's just less opportunities. And I think the way basketball is, improving on the continent of Africa right now is really big because there's a lot of kids, like I said, that are really talented, like myself. Athletic, could play, big, jump high, and I think that that is a lot of talent back home. That are blessed with the game of talent of being able to play the game of basketball, and I'm so glad that he's pushing that agenda of being able to create more opportunities for a lot of kids back home in the continent of Africa, and so they could better themselves, not just themselves, their family, the neighborhood where they're from, the country, and as a whole, the continent.
Do you see yourself as some kind of, I guess, a mentor or an example for the next wave of young? I know you guys had so many Nigerians drafted in the last 2 years, but the next wave of even all Africa players?
Yeah, I know there's a big responsibility on me, whether I like it or not. A lot of kids back home and where I'm from, younger kids, from my city, from the nation of Nigeria, from the continent of Africa. I know whether I like it or not, a lot of kids are looking up to me, and for me, that's something that I carry a lot of pride. I put a lot of work. Not just, like I said, it's not just representing myself. And also for those kids, when they get the opportunity, it's not just going to be about representing themselves, about representing where I'm from, my city, the state that I grew up in, the nation of Nigeria, and the continent of Africa as a whole.
You said whether you like it or not. Do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. Yeah, I love every part of it.
Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Doug. We'll go to Ira Winderman from the Sun Sentinel.
What's up, Ira?
Hey, Precious. Hello and goodbye. This was rather quick. Were you surprised by the trade? Did you have any inkling it might happen? And also, when and how did you find out?
I found out just as you did.
And are you surprised at all? I mean, just such a short time with the team. I mean, because it was a short season, he got drafted in November, and all of a sudden, boom! By August, it's over.
I mean, I understand it's part of the business coming in. I've been watching basketball since just because I prepared myself before, and I told myself, it can happen at any time, any point in time. I wasn't, so surprised because, like I said, it's business. Both sides are doing what's best for them, and that's how I looked at it.
And last question for me: how would you sum up your Heat experience, the few brief months that it was? Thank you.
Learned a lot. Great guys, made a lot of lifetime friendships. A lot of bonding with a lot of guys on the team. I still talk to this day, and obviously, guys that I played on Team Nigeria with as well. It was a great experience just being able to bond with those guys, not just as teammates for the Miami Heat, but also for the Nigerian team.
Thanks, Ira. Final two sets of questions, and the first one will go to Neil Davidson from the Canadian Press.
Thank you. Precious, I've read that you don't want to be remembered for just being a basketball player, that you'd like to help people in the community. I wonder if that's something that you plan to do in Toronto, and if there are any causes in particular that are of interest to you. Yeah,
of course. I just don't want to be a basketball player, remember as a basketball player. I want to give back to the community that I'm in. I've already started doing something like that. And definitely go back home, Nigeria. Do a lot of community stuff, help out kids, help out families in needs, and just provide for them, in whatever way I can.
And just to follow up, I understand, like your older brother, you started off in soccer. Were you any good at soccer, and what prompted you to switch sports?
oh, I'm still good at soccer. It wasn't where I was at any good. I still got it. But the reason I started playing basketball is because I had a crazy growth spurt, and I went to go play soccer. You know, the same kids I've been playing with, and it was just a size difference was too much, and they kicked me out. They're like, we don't want you to come back. No, I'm joking, but no, my brother started playing basketball. There was always a basketball laying around, and I picked it up real late, and never went back to, never looked back. Just kept playing basketball, and I fell in love with the game ever since then.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. And we'll close the loop with Michael Grange, back where we started.
Hey, thanks again, Precious. Just your thoughts when you did find out you were being traded to Toronto. Your reaction about coming to a new city, a different team. Did you sense an opportunity here? What's your outlook looking forward about being a Raptor?
I mean, it's exciting. Young group of guys being able to be a part of, not just a young group of guys, but also a program that wants to win and also develop. I look at it as an exciting opportunity. Come in here, develop my game, and also look forward to winning basketball games and going far in the season.